Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. Welcome to this Friday evening, in the UK anyway. Where you are, it may be morning, afternoon, or maybe evening as well. Wherever you are, whatever time it is of the day for you, welcome. We're here at the same time. That's the most important thing. So can you believe this is Friday? And where has time gone? Yes, so Friday, this is a regular time for us for Fridays and Monday. And because I teach evening classes. Okay, so I just come back. I'm feeling so relaxed after teaching in yoga late in the evening. And I smell head to toe in the essential oil. Okay, Yogi smells good. Yogi smells good right now. So today, the whip of my choice is this lovely piece. This piece was known to me as Wedding Dress Shop. And later on, I found out the name is actually the Maison Romantique, and it's by an artist called John O'Brien. And if you haven't seen this piece, let me show you the mock-up. Absolutely gorgeous. And you can understand why it's called Wedding Dress Shop, because there's a wedding dress shop right there. And it says on the label, and it's quite lovely, and it's I think this is a street view of Paris. So in the horizon there, toward the back, you can see a silhouette. I think it's Eiffel Tower, and it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. I don't know if this is a factual view or maybe imaginary view from John O'Brien, the artist, but I absolutely love it. And so this piece I've been working on and off, more on this year for a little while, maybe across a year and a half, something like that. But this kit was one of the first 14 count full coverage kits I've got from the same company. And this piece, let me zoom out a little bit here. So in terms of the size, it's not massive, but because it's 14 count, by the way, this is a 14 count. And so physically, it's slightly larger in size, but by all means, by no means, this is a small piece. And this is full coverage. And, so this is where I am in terms of completion area there. And I'll talk a little bit more about how I got here. I want to show the numbers though. We like a little bit of numbers. So I have crossed over to two digits. So if you look at the upper left where it says progress, this is Saga, the app I'm using currently to track all my projects. And currently I'm just slightly over 10%, a little bit more than slightly actually, it's 10.22. So I'm very, very happy with that. And it's taken a little while. And if you look down on the left side panel there, the overall colors, it consists of 55 solid colors and then 2 blend colors. So this piece, not only it's got back stitching, it also has 2 blend colors, meaning the 2 strands, slightly different colors blend together. So this is really well charted. A lot of care has gone into it. So let me delete the last sprint there. I always forget. And start a new sprint right here for this Friday, okay? And this counter is going to capture all the stitches I'm about to do for this session. And if you have never been to the live before, never watched our streams before, this number is going to be really important by the end of the stream, because we play a game together every single stream. It's called Guess My Stitches. Yes, that's it. It's for you to guess my stitches, okay? So, and stick around and I'll explain a little bit more here. So let me switch back to my fabric here, and I want to say hello to all of you. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Friday, and I hope those of you who have been celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope you had a great time, had a lot of yummy food, okay? And spend time with the family. That's what it's all about. So, this piece, I want to go from go to the chat first. We're professionals here, and I want to say hello to everyone. So from the top, and I can't highlight the first two, unfortunately, but we have Rajal here. Okay, Rajal, a model stitcher, says, hello friend. Happy Friday stitching. You can see it in the chat. And also Kerry as well. Kerry says it's Friday. And happy stitching time, friends, indeed. And the third stitcher to report to the chat is our Christy. Christy, I can highlight here. It says, hello everyone, happy Friday indeed. And we have Clover Stitcher joining us as well, and Captain Squirrel. Good morning, Captain Squirrel from Australia. And Rachel as well, welcome. And Alandria as well. Alandria says, despite my better judgment, I'm not going to bed. Alandra is in the UK, the same time zone as me, and it's, half an hour, well, less than half an hour to midnight. So try to stay away for a little bit, but if you need to go to bed, okay? You can catch up on the replay there. And we also have Brittany here. You see Brittany, it's weekend. And Janine as well says, hello everyone. And our lovely Susan is also here. And Diana Smith as well. Wonderful. And Callan, yes, Callan is back here on the right time yesterday. Callan thought basically Callan lost one day yesterday, so she's having Friday twice this week. How amazing, lucky you. And Ring as well, hello. And Gothic Crafter is also here, welcome back. And Alicia as well, welcome. And Mandy Moran as well, and Heather House is joining us here as well, says happy Friday. And Wendy, hello, waving to everyone. And Love Drunk says evening, Yogi and chat. And Rachel Morton as well, good to see you. And Clara as well, back with us. And Rebecca as well. How good to see you all. And yes, today is kind of a relaxing, laid-back Friday stitching for me always, because normally on Wednesday, currently, I'm stitching a Christmas house, which is 32 counts, okay? Some of you might start to get chilled down your spine, just hearing the number. Indeed, small stitches. And yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday I was stitching 25 count as well, on the beautiful chocolate shop piece. But today I like a nice relaxing, chunky stitching session. So this is 14 counts, okay? And as I said, this came as a kit. So I had the fabric that came with it, and the floss as well. So the fabric is 14 count Ada. It's got slight blue tin there. You can't see very well. There's a very nice blue tin and very nice fabric. It's not too stiff. Some 14 count Ada can be quite stiff. This is nice and soft. And as for the floss, ignore the mess, okay? This is my personal style. Do not panic, everything's under control. This is my organizer. And the floss came with the kit. I've got 4 kits from the same company, 4 different kits, and I consolidate all of them together because they're following DMC number. So it's the same organization. And the floss, I believe, is Egyptian cotton, which I really enjoy stitching. It's not as glossy as DMC, which is kind of nice, and very smooth and robust to stitch. It's perfect for the 14 count kit. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. Full cross, 2 strands, okay? No controversy there. And so today with this piece, if I can recall the last time I worked on this piece, I was doing a bit of a cross country. So what happened was I started this piece using an app called Markup RXP, because this kit came with paper paper charts. Okay, so I kind of struggle with paper charting a little bit. So I scan my paper chart and use an app called Markup RXP. Some of you might be familiar with it, and it's not the best solution, but it's slightly better than working with papers, which I don't like. I don't know what to do with them. And but I was restricted to a certain extent due to the performance of the app to work page by page. Normally, I rarely work page by page. I'm more of a, go wherever you want kind of person, normally upper left and float down without thinking about the page borders. But this piece, I had to follow the page borders because it was the easiest way to do. And now I've got a digital version of this chart, and I'm working with Saga, okay? But I think I am going to complete the third page. This is the third page from the center, and following the border of the page here and complete it, and then I'll contemplate what to do next in terms of stitching method. So this is my plan. I think last week I did a little bit of mini cross country here, but today what I'm going to do is, let me bring on my app view here. So with Saga, I think if you have used Saga, you were familiar with the highlight box. So I've created a highlighted area, basically capturing the page border and covers all areas that contains unstitched stitches, basically. And I am going to do minimum to maximum, meaning that I'm going to pick and follow the order of the stitches, got least number of stitches, and gradually move up one color at a time, color completion, and work my way up to the highest number of stitches, of the colors, basically colors that's got most stitches. And it's a great way of working because it prevents a lot of ninja stitches. I'll have to come back. Like these ones, can you see them already? There are quite a few loose stitches. They're basically the legacy from just doing cross country. So if you don't particularly follow a strict order in terms of the colors from top to bottom, you're going to end up with these little ones everywhere. And I'm trying to prevent it at this point. It's not too late yet. I'm going to start to take care of the loose stitches and then work my way up. Okay, and hopefully I'll be able to finish this page, not today. That'd be too ambitious, you know me, but closer towards completion. So this is my plan. So let me know your plan today, and what are you stitching with me on this relaxing, beautiful Fridays. I know as a yoga teacher, I don't really have Fridays. There's no concept of weekends because I actually work more during the weekends, but I share the joy of all of you, and I enjoy every day. I'm doing what I love every day. So every day is Saturday, every day is Sunday for me, and I hope it is like that for you as well, and follow what you love to do. So let's have a look, and let's have a look. Oh, Barbara has joined us as well, and Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca, I have to say hello. Yes, Barbara has joined us, says good evening and happy stitching. Welcome. And Jackie as well says hi everyone. I just got home seeing the second Wicked film. Oh, the one that's got the lady. Yes, what's her name? I can't remember anything, but I know the one you're working on. Why is it the second one then? The first one, are you referring to, is it a sequel or is it simply just a different film? Jackie says, stitching on Traveling Library, only 1,000 stitches left to finish page 1. Oh, my heart nearly stopped. I thought Jackie said 1,000 left to finish the piece. That would be the first. That would be the first in the universe. Yes, oh, page 1 is a milestone. How nice. Yes, so let me just pick my first color here. So I'm going from the number that's got a minimum number of, least number of stitches and work my way up. And I'm not doing too bad here. My starting number today is actually 24 stitches because previously I have taken care of lower number ones. So I'm doing really good today. I'm flying. I'm practically going to be flying. Okay, so watch out for the stitch counts today for Yogi. All right. All right. I'm going to start with 24 stitches and the DMC number is 3835. Let's see how we're going to be doing with Spooky Bingo today. Yesterday we had a few, didn't we? So today 3835, that's my starting number. 24 stitches, not bad at all. 3835, and I've got one dot already. So with this kit I dot my needles threaded whenever I can, and the needle size is 26 for 2 strands. All my 2-strand projects I'm using 26, number 26. And also I have ordered some 28 finally. I was quite reluctant to do. I was playing free my 28 needle game for the last few sessions, and finally I gave in. I just think, well, it's better to have more needles than less. So this is the area I'm going to be focusing on today, okay? And I'm stitching the blue shop front, just in case you don't know where I am on the fabric. Let me tune into this markup here. So can you see this? This is where I am. So this is the full piece. The shop is at the front. I stitch a little bit of the first mannequin and I'm moving to the right, and now I'm stitching this little shop front there, the top part of it anyway. And with the canopy, it's really, really sweet. So this is where I am. Laura has joined us. Hello, hello. And Carrie is stitching Merry Mushroom Cottage. We have 15 centimeter of snow today. Carrie, remind me where you are. That is crazy. We're barely December. We're barely December. You're gonna have a white Christmas, aren't you? A little bit envious, I have to say. Yes, a little bit envious. We don't. I can't remember the last time we actually got white Christmas in London. Maybe other parts of the UK, but in recent memory, I honestly cannot remember the last time we had white Christmas in London. It's always, sometimes we get a little bit of snow before or after Christmas, never right on time. And also you need to have meaningful amount of snow to be white Christmas, don't you? You can't just snow for a few flakes and that's it. So there's a couple of loose stitches I'm going to take care of first, and then I'll be flying. I'm looking forward to it. And just to be tidy here, I'm going to end this stitch and then move to the stitch that's just there. So for some of you, it's not very far away. For me, that's miles away. And I don't want to take my stress so far. So I am going to end this stitch. I know it's a little bit more work, but it makes me happier. So I'm going to end the single stitch here and just move my needle over here. I know. I'm just happy this way. Happier. Here. And I think there are 2 stitches that are there but marked. I think it's incorrect. Let me correct that first before I forget. So there are 2 stitches here. They're marked on the chart, but they're not done yet. I think it's these 2. All right. I just want to make sure that I capture that so I don't miss them. And I am going to come back to the previous color, which is this one, right? 3835. That's better. Ring is working on 6 portals tonight and have some blueberry tea. Oh, 6 portals. Yes, Ring is one of the portal stitchers. We have a few here, aliens. And they just need to be mindful not to get sucked into the portals. You know, there's 6 of them. If you're not careful, you get sucked into one of them. If I had to choose, I would get sucked into the one with flying kitties. at least I have kitties in my world. That's important. And this one as well. And there are more, okay? There are more on the fabric, but these 2 loose ones. Oh, there's another loose one over there. So, even though it's got over 20 stitches, but they're kind of slightly scattered. I don't mind it. I'm warming up. It's nice and easy, 14 counts. And I absolutely adore this piece. I love it. The more I stitch it, the more I love it. Rachel Morton says, stitching on Catnap by Jeff Haney. Yes, very, very sweet. Oh, I see, Jackie. The Wiki film was split into 2 parts. What? 2 feature films. Dear, dear. And so you saw the second one, meaning that you probably have seen the first one as well. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen any. I know it's a really well popular musical in the West End for a little bit. I don't know whether it's still on. All I know is a lady with green face, painted green. That's all I know. And I know it's kind of is it a spin-off of the Wizard of the Oz film, which I'm not really that familiar either. I'm just not really into that type of film. But I know it's very popular. And I hope you enjoyed it, you know. If you have managed to see both, I bet you're a big fan as well. Janine's working on Amazing Circus, very colourful piece. Trying to get 1.5% tonight before I change what's in my frame. Very, very pretty. I've seen the whip. I've seen the whip. Brittany says, I'm out right now, but I'll be stitching Reader's Paradise and be drinking hot peppermint tea, peppermint matcha. Peppermint matcha. Ooh, that's a combination from Starbucks. Since it's a cold day. Yes, sounds good. All right, let me see. Where do I want to take it? Do I have anywhere nearby? Any stitches nearby? I can take it down here. It's a little bit far, but I don't mind. I'm crossing over on stitch area, so I'm not too worried about it. Here. There. 1, 2. Oh dear. I haven't got very long bits left. In fact, maybe I'll just end it here. It's easier. Ooh, I'm falling off the screen. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. Diana Smith says, I'm stitching on Enchanted Forest Grove. Hey, really lovely. Sounds lovely. Enchanted Grove Forest. So Carrie's in Toronto. Yes, the other day someone said it could be as hot as 40 degrees Celsius and minus 40 in the winter. So, okay then, maybe it's not so shocking, not so surprising that you have, you know, thick layer of snow already. But that feels very Christmassy though. That's nice. I know it's cold. If you're warm, you know, in the house, that's kind of quite nice. Callan says we had some snow too. Was not a fan of having to shovel today during nap time instead of getting stitch. I was wondering what that was. And Alicia says I'm working on a Disney College by Zana cross stitch. Oh, interesting. The College of Disney. Here we go. And let me pick another thread. There are a few more. There are 20 more stitches here of this color. I'm going to do color completion, so I'm not going to switch. And 20. Sorry, 3A35. One more. 20 stitches. I might just take 2 strands actually. 3A35. Because normally I'll take single strand and then fold it in half. But I think for 20, maybe it's better to take 2 pieces. Oh, Carrie, 3A35 Spooky Bingo already. Hey, everybody, please give Carrie flash the Spooky Bingo card for Carrie, please. Yes, our first Spooky Bingo goes to Carrie. Jackie says I just put lotion on my hands because they were feeling very dry. Now they're too slippery. They put my needles through. You know, the other day I can't remember who it was. Maybe it's She says that her needles get rusty every 2-3 weeks, and we're trying to find out why for her. And some suggested it may be the lotion. You know, sometimes you have a lotion. It may have certain ingredients in there that's not great for metal. And then you have the hand lotion on a regular basis and try to hold the needle and stitch. May cause and make your needles rusty as well. But I'm sure it's not a problem for Jackie. Slippery hands. Chelsea Summer says, have fun stitching every day. My friend surprised me with a date night to see Wicked. For God? A date night with a friend. Oh. Yes, you can only have date night with a date. Chelsea, just to clarify the definition, you know, a random friend cannot be your date, but enjoy the film. The second person mentioning the film, have they just premiered? Have they just launched? Because it's been sort of in the news for a long time. I have no idea when they were going to launch it. I'm not following the Wicked news. Let me have it here. That one is done. Let me find a direction. Let me start here then. A few stitches here. And I'm going to change the border of my highlighted stitches to a different color because I'm in a blue area and my border is currently blue as well. It's very hard to read. I'm going to just turn into red so I can actually see them. And you can do that with Saga very easily. I'm going to make it a bit thicker as well. That's much better. Captain Squirrel says, I'm putting the last few stitches onto the ink circle piece. Oh, it's like a sampler thing. I actually had, I've seen one pattern I wanted, but I never got it. It's like a single color. It was a bit too intense for me. I like colors. Thank you, everyone. So this is for our first spooky bingo. For Carrie. Yes. Congratulations, you're the first one. So I just noticed there are one stitch that is marked but not stitched. Let me correct that one. All right, that's better. Sometimes I just get really sloppy with marking, so it's not unusual for me to find stitches incorrectly marked. Diana says it came out on 21st November. Oh, so it's been a couple of days, quite a few days actually. It's been a little while. And how come everybody's suddenly watching it? 21st, that's been out for a week. And I hope it's good. It's very ambitious to have 2 movies. I mean, even Lord of the Rings, they don't have 2 come out at the same time. So this is 2 parts. So both 2 parts, both of them came out at the same time, do they? Can you watch both on the same day? Mandy says, I'm going to see Wicked for good tomorrow with my granddaughter. I bet kids will love films like that. It's like a dream film for kids, isn't it? I haven't been to cinema physically for a long time. And it's really nice that people go back to the cinema, because for a while, you know, people kind of just let go of the idea. They just think, well, we've got a flat screen TV that's huge at home and we can watch anything on demand anytime. But there's something about cinema that's kind of magical. You know, I can always smell the popcorn and the smell of the seats. The seats has got, you know, depends on the cinema. Sometimes it smells a little bit moldy, but that's part of the charm. And it's pitch black inside, so everybody looks really, really good looking. That's the magic of cinema. And if you get a popcorn, they only do big ones. You never see that tiny little cup of popcorn. It's always huge. So you have no choice but to have a big popcorn. No one can blame you for that. Laura says, I read a book. It's based on, the books is based on, but haven't seen the movie. So it's based on books. So Wicked, originally, is it books or is it film? I really have no clue. Because I remember there was an older one. I don't know when it was made. And I know of the musical, but I have no idea where it came from originally. And I'm glad they're doing well and bring people back to theatre, to cinema. Oh, Callum's making hot chocolate. If Susan is your company, I bet she's going to make one, if she hasn't got one already. And I have a coffee today. I have a coffee tonight. And rewarded myself with a freshly brewed coffee, particularly when I come back late. Oh, this feels so good. I love 14 counts. It's such a joy to stitch. Hello, Nati. Good to see you. Oh, Janine says, Wicked, the first one came out like a year ago or two, really? From the same cast, or was it a different cast? Because I really only noticed sort of Wicked news everywhere, kind of recently. So is that the same cast? They made the first one as well. I have no clue. As you can see. Kerry says the first Wicked movie was last November. My daughter and her friends watched the new one last Friday, and the theatre did a double header, both back to back. Okay, so in case people haven't watched the first one, or maybe just to refresh your memory, I had no idea. So last November, the first one, and then the second one, a year later. They probably filmed both together, I think, and then do the post-production because, you know, to make a new one within a year is kind of ambitious. They probably did both. One, and then there's one more. And Wendy says, hi, Yogi and everyone. Sorry for being late to class again. Oh, Wendy, submit the report, okay? But as you were being so honest about it, and yes, I'll try to, you know, not to mark down your score there. You know, I have a secret book of everybody, you know, who is here on time and your individual performances, attendance, etc. Wendy, well done. You made it. I'll try to make it on time the next time, okay? And one more way over here, just a single stitch, and I'll be done for the first color. Very nice. One, two, three. Just one stitch here. And it's a perfect time to release the film like that because this is a kind of, you know, the time of the year, close to Christmas, and everybody's looking for a film like that to watch. They know what they're doing, don't they? 3A35, going back. I'm done with this one. Next one. Oh, really exciting. Oh, air stitching coming up, okay? It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. This one, I've got 30 stitches and the color is 3A65. Oh, for some of you, you probably get, chill down your spine just listening to, just hearing the number. 3A65. It's this one. I think this is the white color, isn't it? I think. 3A65. Nikki probably has a cone as well. I don't. Let me take 2 pieces then. And Lona is here. Hello, hello. I'll try to keep my eyes closed, okay? You're a little bit late, but yeah, all right then. I'll let you off this time, okay, Lona? Good to see you. Susan has really already drunk her chocolate. That's a bit premature, isn't it? Oh, that's right. We're almost midnight, aren't we? So I forgot. Yes, we have it's slightly later in the UK. Oh, okay then. That makes sense. But I'm drinking coffee. Oh, so good. Just took a sip. Delicious. Oh, Alicia is asking. I'm not sure what spooky bingo is. I have watched a few lives and still haven't figured out, except maybe just whenever you stitch a dark color. Anyone want to volunteer and explain what a spooky bingo is, and maybe flash an emoji as well? Yes, explain to Alicia, and I'll read it out. And let's have a look. Carrie says the movies have the same songs as the musical. I remember when the musical was here, it was really popular for a while, and the songs were everywhere. But I've never seen it in the theater. I just know there's a green witch. Oh, Janine has explained. Janine says, spooky bingo is when you're stitching the same color floss as Yogi. Yes. So, Alicia, you probably noticed that when I switch color, I call out the DMC number. And when I call it out, if you're stitching the same number at the same time, that's a spooky bingo because it's a bingo and it's spooky. And we have emoji for it. So, there you go. And so this one is slightly scary, air stitching, all right? But it has to be done. It has to be done. I cannot, I've been trying to avoid it, pretend. It's not happening, but now I have to stitch in order, and that's what I'm going to do. See, this area, let me move down a little bit. This area is full of white stitches, but you can't even tell this area is not properly stitched. Maybe if you look closely, right? Because it's practically the same color as the fabric, not that different. Even though the fabric is slightly blue, but there isn't that much contrast. And also on the chart as well. Okay, it's mostly on this panel here. So let me find this one here. So all these are number 1. So I need to find, not number 1, white, basically. So I need to look very carefully so I don't miss anything. Air stitching coming up, okay? It's true, I'm actually holding the threads, okay? I know you can't see it. Invisible thread. Callum says, I'm so out of the loop with movie and stuff. Same here. It has to be really, really big movies for me to even hear about it. So, for instance, the one with Demi Moore and the other lady, you know the one I'm talking about? It's supposed to be slightly scary movie. That one I've heard about because it was practically everywhere. Can't remember the title though. I can't remember, and I'm waiting for it to come out as part of Prime, but currently you have to rent. But I'm patient. Maybe at some point it will become part of Prime, and I'll watch it then. There's some films that I'd like to see, but I just don't have the urgency, you know. I don't feel like I have to watch it now. Callan say, I was late twice this week, Callan. You volunteered that information, okay? I was keeping track. I know you. I can see you, all right? I kept my eyes closed, but since you brought it up, you know, let's address the situation, Callan. Set your timers. Put things on calendar. Kill a paper one if you need to. Lona says, I was fixing supper for my mom and myself. I would have been here earlier. Oh, Lona, now I'm feeling bad. Lona was making food for mummy. And, you know, you can't come over here hungry. Yes, you can snack, but, you know. Oh, Lona. Yes, all right then, all right then. I'll let you off this time, all right? Janine says, I can't even remember the last time I went to a movie theater. I vaguely remember. And I remember because we talked about it during one of the streams. But it was ages ago, seriously, ages ago, before COVID. And it was a movie that had Scarlett Johansson. Of a movie, I still can't remember the title. I think last time someone managed to figure it out. But it's kind of a sci-fi movie with Scarlett Johansson. It was ages and ages ago. That was the last time I went to the cinema. Lineker Shaw is here as well. Says, hello, Yogi. Hope you're well. Good to see you. I need to look very carefully so I don't miss any of the stitches, because practically, you know, the thread and the fabric, they're the same color. See, I'm actually stitching, okay? I know it's hard to believe. I'm not stitching air. I'm actually stitching with a real thread. Air stitching at its best. Wendy says, I went and picked up my supplies for the traveling library yesterday. I think I missed ordering some of the floss, and there's so many colors. So, Wendy, are you one of the stitchers actually kit up the whole thing? As in, basically have, you know, just enough floss for everything? Or are you like me, kind of top it up as I go? I think if I want to have enough for all my projects, I'll literally need a warehouse to store them. so therapeutic, look. Very nice. I just love it when the thread's kind of going through the fabric with 14 counts. It's just so nice. Hey, Betty Lou Taylors, BLT is here with us. Oh yes, Lucy, Captain Squirrel, you're right, Lucy. See, totally memorable movie that I can't even remember. I vaguely remember bits of the plot. It was all over the place. And yes, it's Lucy. No one remembers or knows about this film because it was all right. I walked away from the cinema and not remembering a thing other than the fact that Scarlett Johansson was in there. But I remember the popcorn, though. Very nice. Let me just quickly check, just so I know I have not missed any stitches. Let me just have a quick look. I think there are a couple of stitches. Oh, there's one here. Nearly missed it. And there's one more on the right. There's another one here. Oh, Captain Squirrel says, I saw it at a drive-in. And what was your take of the movie then? Am I alone to think there's just nothing to remember? I think my memory just got wiped out as soon as I finished it. I do not remember anything. It was sci-fi, wasn't it? Kind of sci-fi thriller type thing. Lona says, I started my supersize hate Earth Angel on 32 counts, trying to stitch Gemma's method on 32. Wow, hard to break habit of cross country. What I was thinking, 32 supersize max colors. I think that's fine. So are you doing 10 stitches, Lona? 10 stitches, 32 Gemma's method? I wouldn't dare. It's better you than me, Lona. Wow, that's pretty bold. Yes. For some reason, anything above 28 counts, I don't want to park. My body just goes, no parking. I just want to cross country. But Gemma's method feels really good on 14 counts, or maybe up to, I say, 20. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a physical space that you can work with. I'd love to see the pattern, actually. Wendy says, I order it all. I have only one other project that I'm working on, which is my first. Will order what I missed. and we'll pick up next week. They're close to Christmas. So you basically not just kitting up all the colors. You make sure you get all the quantity of the floss you need. That's very organized. I just top them up as I go, a little bit at a time. And just one stitch and an upper right there. It's not too bad. I think I covered all the stitches here plus this one. You can't tell the difference before and after. Seriously. It's air stitching for you. So I'm gonna mark these off, and I've got 5 more stitches hidden somewhere. 4 stitches. Ring says, I caped and bought 310 cone of doom. A lot of my pieces have a lot of black. Ring has got a cone. Oh, I'm just surprised you managed to find a cone. I thought everything was, all taken by Nikki. I thought there was probably a worldwide shortage of 310 cones. You're very lucky, Ring. You managed to get one. Guard it with your life, okay? And do not make eye contact with Nikki, because Nikki is gonna go, oh, my 310 is a little bit low. Do you have a cone to let that I can borrow? Do not fall for that, okay? I've got 4 stitches. 4 stitches to go with this white, and hopefully I can start stitching colors that I can see. That would be nice. But there are a few quite pale blue as well. So Lona is doing 1/110. Gemma stitches. I have not tried Gemma's method on 28 and above. You have to let me know how you get on, whether it works or not. This one, 2 more here. Callan says, I might pick one up too. I keep referring to cones, I think. I keep looking at the project, really want to start. And like 80,000, 310 stitches. Oh dear. Yes, I think Traveling Library alone has got over 40,000. And then if you have a few others, if you stitch black on black, everybody. If you stitch black on black, you probably need 2 cones. I'm gonna just do a quick pin here. I don't normally do pin stitches, but it's just very pale color. It doesn't matter. You can't see. And then I have one more, just one more. Over here. You can't even see it. It's over here to the left. Just one stitch. Janine says, how does a little horse in this pattern about 30 colors in it? A single horse? It could be a very large horse. I remember someone was stitching a 10 by 10 block that's got 36 colors in it. Maybe it was Joyce or somebody. That doesn't sound like fun. 35 colors in a block. Okay, last one of the white. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Because majority of them were around the canopy area, so not too many scattering around. Otherwise, it would have been a little bit challenging. All right, nice. Very nice. Ring says, I need to get a cone or two. 939. Which one is that? My Snaps library piece has 231K. 939. Which color is it? Is it dark? 939. 231,000. But if I had to choose between 310 or darker colors versus white stitches, imagine if there's a opposite piece, like black on black. Maybe there's a piece called white on white, just snow and a snowman in the middle of a lot of snow, something like that. I have to retire and give up and probably start knitting. Yes. Alandria says, I was convinced I'd mix my threads up. Thankfully, my son has better eyes than I do. Yeah, sometimes I read the numbers incorrectly, and a lot of times on Saga, I read the number of stitches rather than the DMC number. I'm doing that a little bit less recently, luckily, but I have done that in the past. All right, the next one, 31 stitches, not bad. 648, 648. I think I can see this color. 648, 648. It's kind of greenish color. 648. Oh, okay, borderline, borderline. It looks more green on the chart. 648 is kind of a grayish color. Not terrible. I can see it. It's not. It's borderline stitching territory. It's okay. I can do it. I can do it. Ujjayi press, I can do it. Callan, you haven't got traveling library. No. What are you waiting for, Callan? If you get traveling library, you just need a couple more cones of 310. That's it. You can do it. Janine says, very, very small horse, about 5 blocks high, has greens in it as well. Yes. But when it comes to, sometimes the smaller objects actually involve more colors because it just needs more to create the details, right? So if it's larger, then everything's kind of more diluted, spread out a little bit more. The fact is, it's a small horse, not a giant horse. Probably just needs a few more colors. All right, so here, let's have a check. I hope everything's marked up correctly. And all right, I need to address a couple of problems. There are a couple of stitches here. They don't exist, but they're marked on my chart. Let me correct these first. So there are two. One, two, 1, 2. Just need to unmark them. 1, 2, 1 stitch here, and then 1 stitch in the middle. That one's fine. That's fine, just 1 stitch. Right. $939. I wonder what color it is. Natty says, I told myself the next time you do this kit, I will start my diamond painting. Have you got this pattern as well? It's pretty, isn't it? And this is, I think this kit, this pattern is probably my first attempt stitching full coverage. And this is actually the second attempt. You know, when I get to do my whip parade, at some point I'll show you the previous piece. I still have it. And that was my trial and error. And I'll show you why I had to give up the first attempt. I know. If you've seen what happened to my Gecko Rouge with this project, it was totally my own fault. But I had to restart. You know, so I started with this piece, you know, first starting to learn about full coverage. And then I kind of got sidetracked by 25 counts, because once I discovered the 25 counts even weave, I just went, you know, nosedive into the rabbit hole. And I kind of neglected 14 counts and other fabric counts for quite a while. Until this year, to be honest, beginning of this year. I just needed to do something different. And I'm so glad that I picked up this piece again. Ring says there are 2 different sizes of cones, 100 and 250. Yes, I think we kind of briefly discussed that. So not all cones come in the same size. Of course, you want a bigger one, right? you are sneaky. Small cones are for losers. We want big ones. This color isn't bad at all. I thought it was going to be very pale, but it's actually pretty good. I can see it. And I really like the thread as well. It's really robust. Really nice to stitch. This one. Oh, grey is tricky. So Lona's piece has got a lot of grey, and she's doing 32 counts, Gemma's method. Lona. Yes. Why not? We all like a bit of challenge, don't we? Ring says 100-gram cone is roughly 55 scans. 250 is 125. Yes. So even the small cone is, you know, more than plenty for most pieces. So for traveling library, I don't know whether anybody has done calculation on how many scans is required to do the 310 portion. So, because I don't have any concept of the quantity, to be honest. Nice. Yes, 55 scans is quite a lot. Normally, I don't top up my colors, my floss, until it's about half a scan left. So, you know, majority of the colors, 310, I might have 2 or 3 in my stash. But majority of the colors, if I have 2, that's a lot. So normally, I don't, you know, even thinking about topping up until I'm about half a scan left. All right. Let me see how many stitches I've got left for this one. I've got 12 left of this one. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. And this method is beautiful to do. It's so fun to do. Once you get up to, you know, 10 stitches upwards, you just feel like you're flying. So let me end this one and move to the other location. Nati says, Yogi, thanks to you, I bought a bunch of new projects. Nati, join the victims club of this of this channel. There's a whole bunch of them. Okay, so you can have sort of, you know, group support on the impact of the increase of your whips there, and the joy they bring you, right? A few more stitches here. I've got 12 stitches left in this one. Yes, Callan, at some point I'll I'll get my act together, maybe do a whip parade. And at least four probably have to come in parts because there are quite a few. And each one of them has a little bit of history. I'll try to tell you what I can remember, because some of them, you know, I'm not like one of those stitchers that's totally organized. I notice quite a lot of you. Sometimes you have the start date written on a fabric, and some of you have a notebook capturing everything. I'm nothing like that. Okay, so it's purely coming from what I can remember, and that's not a lot. So I'll probably make it up as I go. Karen says, these lives have me almost buying a lot of new ones too. So far, the self-control is winning. Don't think much longer though. Callan, just stick around, okay? I'll be working on you. Everybody will as well. Hey, Claudia, welcome. Says, hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Oh, Claudia, submit the report, okay? And Claudia says, I'm late. We're putting together our new bed. Tonight I'm working on mini white angel hair. Okay. All right, the sub stories. Okay, we have to put together a new bed. Otherwise, we're going to be bedless. Where are we going to sleep tonight? Okay, Claudia, I get it. I get it. All right then. Wendy says traveling library needs 12 scans of 310. That doesn't sound too bad actually, because you know, considering, well, depending on what fabric count, right? If you're like Susan, who's working on 16 counts, you probably have to double that. But if you're working on 28 counts like me, then perhaps 12 scan doesn't sound too bad, considering we're talking about, is it 400? Or is it, yes, is it 40 or 400? I can't remember. Number of 310. It's 300, right? 400. I cannot remember. A lot, basically. Those two. Andrea has 25 scans of 310. That sounds plenty. That sounds, it's going to last you for a while, Andrea. Alandria. Hey, Chrissy. Hello. Welcome. And, Chrissy's asking, anyone going Black Friday shopping? Is it tonight? Is it 28th? Or is it officially Black Friday? And what do you buy, Chrissy? Do you have anything in mind, or just go and just put everything in a basket? Or trolley, rather. Basket, just not big enough, is it? Claudia says, our mattress has been on the floor for like 2 weeks now. Well past the age we're putting up for the floor was fun. We have to build it as soon as it arrived. Oh, so yes. I think if you have a proper mattress, it probably doesn't matter what height it is, whether it's on the bed or is on the floor? Does it feel different, I wonder? But a proper bed is important. And I have 3 more to go. 3 more. I need to find them. They're hidden everywhere. Let me see. Check on my my pattern. Where are you? I have 3 more. Okay, I found 2 here. And there's 1 more. Got it. It's here. 1 stitch here. Landra says, I got emergency first aid trained yesterday. I'm not qualified to hit you if you're choking and smooth you if you're on the floor. Wow. Yeah, I think some companies train their staff for first aid just in case. And so being a yoga teacher, for instance, because I'm considered as a freelancer, so I don't need to receive the training. But if you work in-house in a gym or a studio, I think it's mandatory to have it, just in case, you know, if the members come in and have a situation, you need to be able to provide aid. Yes, Alandria, do not punch people, okay? Even when you need to frog, okay? There's no need to punch people. I know frogging can be quite frustrating. No one needs to get hurt. Very nice. Last one for the second color, done. Lovely. And the next one is a pink. Oh, this one. Yes, there's one missing stitch here for this color. Just 1 stitch. Wendy says, I'm a bit of a homebody and hate paying for postage, so I buy what I need for the project. Yes, it really depends on how many projects you've got that you need to, you know, buy the material for. If you have something like a 20, 30 projects, to buy enough for all of them, it's gonna, you know, you probably need a storage space for it. So I only have 1 stitch of 3713. 3713. 3713. It's a pink. Just 1 stitch that I missed before. Brittany says, my Black Friday shopping was signing up for the Hate Cruise. Brittany, have you signed up already? So Brittany is definitely going. Are you? Oh, Brittany. Imagine you're gonna get trapped on that boat, on that ship for days on end with the same group of people. That sounds scary, Brittany. Don't do it. So Brittany is going on Haid cruise, in case you don't know. I saw a post posted on our Facebook group, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'm going to feel trapped. I've never been on a ship or cruise for any longer than a few hours. I think I've never been on a really big one. I've been on some medium size or even small, really, in sort of cruise ship terms, and only for a few hours. And I couldn't wait to get off. So I don't think I'll be a very good candidate for that kind of activity. But I'm looking forward to hear more about it from Brittany. Oh, Brittany even booked the cabin. Oh my goodness. And when is it? Is it next year or the year after? Is it next year? And I think it's departing from somewhere. Is it Australia or something like that? I can't remember. 3713. And is it you, or are you taking your partner there as well? Does he have to stitch as well? Imagine if he doesn't normally stitch and is being trapped on a cruise ship, having to stitch every day for a week. Janine says, I'm going on my first cruise in April. Kind of nervous. I'll probably just stay in the room and cross-stitch in case I get seasick. That is a little bit of unknown, isn't it? Unless you've done it before and you're okay. And also, it depends on the length of time they were on the ship. Apparently, it gets worse the longer you are on the ship. Well, I wouldn't dare. I'll probably feel trapped. Yes, Callan says, I'm a little terrified of cruises. I've never done it. It's just not sort of my idea of relaxation. Janine says, Yogi's making cruising sound scary. I know. For me, to be kind of being confined in one space, I can't just freely leave the space, is a problem for me. Even though I know the ship is probably massive. But for my mind will be playing tricks on me. It will probably go, Yogi, are you able to leave right now and go anywhere? And if you're on a cruise ship, the answer will have to be no, right? Because you can't just leave. And yes, that it will probably just make me feeling not very well. That's all I can put it. Probably not panic attack just yet because it's quite big, and also there's open sky, I presume. So it's probably not as bad as airplane. But airplane, I can just about cope. So I would not. I try not to put myself in a situation that I cannot, just freely walk away. 898. 8 9A. 898. Let's have a look. Janine says, maybe I'll just tell my husband he can go by himself. Brittany says, I've never sailed before, so we'll see how it goes. Wow, that's a big risk, isn't it? Brittany, maybe you should go on a short one first. See, you know, you don't want to get sick for 7 days. How long is the trip? I think it's like 10 days or something. Oh dear, that's a big gamble, Brittany. I'm sure it's fun if you're surrounded by people who stitch, right? It's just like here, only that you don't get seasick. Maybe a little bit cheaper, I don't know. But floating city, yes, but I think people still get seasick, even with a large boat. So I don't know whether you have the history of getting motion sickness. I do. So I'm the terrible candidate. I'm not a candidate for cruises at all. Alandra says, I've never been on a cruise, but my dad was in Royal Navy, so I've been on a lot of battleships. Most frequently, the new HMS Exeter before he was decommissioned. Wow. Well, I suppose if you working as a Navy, you can't get seasick, and even if you do, you probably have to pretend that you don't. And but it really it depends on how long you need to be on the ship, though. It makes a lot of difference. Apparently, it starts to build up after a while. Because as humans, we just need to be on the land, like solid ground. Barbara says, I saw several cruise ships when I was in Galveston, Texas, and it was absolutely flabbergasted by how enormous they are. Yes, just like Brittany says, a lot of them, they're practically like a floating city. They've got shops, they've got restaurants, casino, whatever it is. Brittany says, my husband is terrified. He's never flown. He's never flown and was on a cruise when he was like 10. He's never been on an aeroplane. Why is that? Has he got phobia? And now, I presume you probably have to fly over there to catch the cruise, right? So you'll have to fly and then be on a cruise ship with a whole bunch of stitchers. Oh, Brittany, I hope, yes, I'm sure he loves you very much to to be willing to go through that. It's true love, Brittany. Yes. But I'm sure the buffet is good. Not as good as our buffet. Our buffet is the best. But I'm sure on the cruise ship, the buffet is open all the time. Right, so it's more than a year away. It's summer 2027. Right, I would suggest maybe try to get on a shorter cruise to see how you know, how you fare. Because if you have tendency for seasick, at least you can do some preventative, you know, some people maybe take tablets or whatever. So you go prepared. Otherwise, it's no fun. 10 days of throwing up is no fun. Brittany says in New Zealand, cruise leaves from Australia. Oh, they're two different routes, are they? The one I saw that you posted was from Australia. So there's an Alaska one as well. Leaves from Seattle, Washington. My husband doesn't stitch, but there's a discount for non-crofters. This cruise is 10 days, 9 nights. Oh dear. Discount for a non-crofter because every single stitcher probably has a partner that does not stitch. So without the discount, it's probably much harder to persuade the partner to come along as well. They know what they're doing, you see. Wow, that's 10 days. Jeanine says, that's honestly my biggest fear. I get claustrophobic easily, and then I just have to leave and find a spot that I can breathe. That's why I'm thinking I'll be in my room a lot. But it being in the room is even more claustrophobic, isn't it? Because you might be in the rooms that has no window, because the ones that have a view tend to be more expensive. And even with a view, you're just looking at out, you know, you're not really looking at any, well, I suppose you can probably see the sky. I don't know, the whole idea just giving me cold sweat. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to feel trapped, because my mind is going to go, well, is there a small boat that I can jump on so I can escape? So Wendy says, my father goes on cruise every year. He comes back today from a cruise to Thailand. Wow. As in holiday, not work trip or anything like that. Oh right, Brittany. So you get to meet Amy and the husband. So Lars is the husband, is it? I'm not too sure, because some people say maybe it's it's just rumor. I have no idea. I'm not in that world. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I hope Amy has done cruising before. She's not going to be vomiting, you know, while meeting all the fans, and she's having a paper bag, vomiting, non-stop. That will be something to remember. Captain Squirrel says, I just posted my finish in the Facebook group. Which piece have you finished? Let's have a look then. And we can have a chocolate break as well, can't we? Let's have a chocolate break, and let me set up the Facebook. And guys, if you want to share your whip, now will be a good time for you to upload on our Facebook group, and we can have a little looky together. How's that? And celebrate Captain Squirrel's completion. All right. Let me set that up and just give you a few moments to upload your piece there. Let me bring the browser into our world. Oh, I can see it. I can see it, squirrel. Let's have a look. And you can continue to upload if you want to. Don't worry. I'm going to just load up this page. We can look at Squirrel's piece first. And then I'll refresh and look at yours. Okay. I think this is the one, right? Let me have a look. Oh, it's very pretty. It's almost like, you know, when you look at, oh, that's very pretty. Round of applause for Captain Squirrel. Well done, well done. It's a lovely finish. And it's quite a unique piece as well. It reminds me of the tombstones of the pyramids. You know, you have the Egyptian writing on the wall. It looks like something like that. Like Egyptian sort of code or language, whatever it is. Very nice squirrel. And crowned and chocolate and some dolly for Captain Squirrel as well. We love completion. Very nice. It's very sweet though, just sewing accessories. I love stuff like this. And what fabric count is it though? Don't know whether you included that. That's very sweet. And let me do a quick refresh, see if we got other uploads as well. Let me change the sorting to the newest. Just make sure I capture everybody's work. Right, we have rings. Oh, portal stitcher ring. That looks lovely. So you've gone across the first portal, right? From left to right. That's the full width of the first portal. Very nice. Very nice. Very pretty. Well, it probably requires a lot of patience as well, doesn't it? And really well done. That looks really beautiful. And then we have Janine's as well. Janine. Oh, that's so much fun. That is very pretty. Yes, and I really love this way of stitching as well. It's kind of just, you know, stitching pixels and gradually building them up, and eventually the images suddenly appear in front of your eyes. That's so colorful. That's really pretty. That's really pretty. And let's scroll down. Let's see. This is Natty, right? Natty is doing, is it diamond painting? This is not cross stitching, right? Oh, right. Christmas girl. Very nice. Santa's helper. There you go. My little helper is Susan, okay? And she's probably wearing a Santa's hat as well, drinking hot chocolate. Very nice, very nice. And what else have we got here? Let's have a look. Barbara. Oh, sampler. Here we go. Farmhouse Christmas. That's very sweet. I do like projects like this. I haven't done this type of kind of samplers for a long time. But prior to me falling into the rabbit hole of full coverage, every Christmas I was doing this type of sort of sampler stitching. And I'll pick a couple of kind of Christmas themed patterns, not as big as this one, but yes, it was quite fun. Never finished anything, okay, in case you wonder. but it's really good fun. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. Rachel Morton. This is the kitty piece. Catnap. Here we go. You can't say no to that face, can you? That is so cute. That's really lovely. And I think it's probably 20. Yes, it's 25 counts, 1/1. Very nice. 5.4% completed. Yes. And I like the way you flow your stitches as well, because looking at the top upper left part of it, I would have thought you kind of do mini cross country, but the stitches start to flow away, almost kind of partial color completion, maybe page by page. I can't tell. There's a change of strategy there somewhere. I can tell. And this one we've seen. And I'll refresh one more time just in case there's more. Let's have a check. Oh, here we go. Elandria Williams. So Elandria Williams, what's your YouTube handle? I'm trying to link up the Facebook names and the YouTube names. They're not always the same. That's pretty. Oh, that's Traveling Library. For a moment I didn't recognize it. Bottom left start. That is so vibrant. That is so pretty. What fabric count is this? Is it 25? It looks a little bit bigger. It looks like even weave, maybe 22, because you are stitching 2 strand and no floating, well, very few floating stitches and no parking. That looks lovely. 18. Oh, Captain Scores is her piece is 18 count, and I'd like to know the fabric count of this one. And I like the way you grid as well. That's so beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. The coverage is really good. Oh, Elandria, that's you. So Elandria is like Alexandra Williams. I see. Okay, now I know. That's really pretty, Elandria. Very, very pretty. 25 counts, 2/1. There you go. That's why. Because it looks like even weave, but the stitches are so full. So Elandria is one of the aliens. They can happily stitch 2/1 on 25 counts. Majority of people would go, well, that's too full. It's going to be very difficult to stitch. But not for Elandria. Alien music, cute. Yes. So it can be done. There you go. And it's beautiful. It's just so rich. So full. I love it. That's very nice. Thank you for sharing. And this one we have seen from Reed. Anybody else? Let me just do one more refresh. And if not, chocolate time, okay? Yes. So I think we capture everything. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really nice. Let's have a bit of a chocolate then. How's that? And a bit of a chocolate time. And let me take a sip of my drinks here. Yes, 25 count 2/1. So it can be done. Monique is asking, your fingers okay? It's like the other day, I think it was probably, who was that? Was it Maddie? Maybe it was Maddie. Yeah, basically she was stitching on a fabric count. Can't remember what the specs was. basically she had to use tweezers to help to pull the needles of the fabric. Yes, that requires a little bit of dedication. Yeah, but the coverage is so beautiful. If you're happy stitching it and it's not sort of, you know, too much, then the coverage is beautiful. Oh, Laura has got a piece as well. Let's have a look. Laura, not that one. Laura's piece. Let's have a look. So you posted a little bit earlier on, have you? Let's scroll down and find it, shall we? We can do it. We have the technology. So we will find Laura's piece. Let me just grab this. My browser is playing up. All right then. Laura, let me know which one is yours. Oh yes, I saw this just before the stream. Let's have a look. That is so cute though. I'm not sure about, you know, wrapping little kittens with flatbread, but this is so cute. So cute. They're cute enough to be eaten. Yes, that is very, very, really, really adorable. Hey, Gay. Gay says morning, 11:20 a.m. Oh, nice and shiny. And it's next day, right? It's Saturday. We're Saturday as well in the UK. And currently 26 Celsius. Oh, show off, Gay, please. And the humidity is gross. And it's coming rain. Okay, so it's a little bit humid and rainy, but it's 26 Celsius. And Gay, can you see this beautiful kitty? Two kitties. Burrito, that's so funny. Really, really cute. Well done. And it's completed, right? Round of applause for Laura. Yes, nearly forgot. Laura, well done, well done, well done. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. Laura has a lot of completed pieces. Yes, it's really not fair. I don't know how to complete pieces. I just no idea how to do it. Right, let me have a piece of chocolate then. It's chocolate time after all. So, enter my chocolate buttons. Chocolate buttons. Yes, here we go. There you go. Dun, dun, dun. Giant chocolate button. Yes, bring on the snacks, everyone. Casey, I want them. I know, they're so cute. Lovely chocolate. I'm going to have my coffee. Massively tiny stitches says only weirdos finish pieces. That's the worst kind of alien. Massive tiny stitches. Can you remind me who you are again? I know you told me the other day, and I know who you were, but I can't remember. Help me, okay? Have mercy on Yogi. Have mercy on Yogi. Yes, so it's official. Completion is for weirdos. There. Discuss. Kristen oh, there you go. Yes, of course. Good to have you. I'll try to remember. But, you know, forgive me if I forget. It's Kristen. Yes. Very bold statement. I know. I don't know how to do it. But maybe they are aliens. Even small pieces, you know. I used to do sort of smaller samplers. I just don't know how to finish it. I suppose keep working on it. It's probably one of the methods. But I always just lose interest somehow and then just put it aside. Never finish it. Yes, Laura is an alien for sure. Laura is an alien. I remember Laura posting quite a lot of completed pieces. I mean, you know, okay, they're not heaven and earth size, but fairly, you know, they're not small either. Beautiful. Now I have chocolate. I have some coffee. Very nice. Refreshed. Ah, so it's your Instagram handle as well. Yes, because everybody, you know, very often people have totally different ones across different platforms. And prior to that, YouTube used to display human names. It's easier to remember. But now, you know, we're trying to make our lives harder. Trying to torture streamers. Brittany says, I think someone should make that into a pattern. Completion for weirdos. Only yogis try will understand. Exactly. Yes. We're on the same boat here. No pun intended. But I think, you know, if you're working on sort of heaven and earth size projects, I mean, it's much better not to think about completion as you work on it. Maybe once you're maybe 75%, then you can start to think about, you know, maybe set up some sort of timetable for it. Because the completion is coming a little bit nearer. But until then, you know, you probably just feel frustrated if you constantly think about, you know, when is this going to be finished? Is it 2 years' time? Is it 5 years' time? It's just too much. I am going to end this one here. Laura says, I finished 2 Hey Mini and 1 Story Keep. Wow. So Laura probably stitches quite fast as well to be able to do so much. Alien. All right. So maybe the challenge for Laura from this point is to slow down. My cunning plan here. To slow everybody down. You know, maybe practice slow stitching. How's that? For 2026. Let's aim for no completion 2026. How's that, Laura? Can you do it? Do you accept the challenge? Barbara says, I've been working on that Christmas piece for greater than 5 years. Yeah, I think the majority of my pieces would, you know, probably be with me as a web for much longer. Maybe decades. I have no idea. Callan says, I like the idea of completing. I want to see my stuff finished. Well, but the problem is, Callan, let's have a look at the situation here. If you finish a piece, like now, Laura has finished that piece, and Captain Squirrel has finished that piece, you know, that we've just, you know, saw and appreciated. And it's very lovely. But at the same time, it's a little bit sad, because from today, they won't be able to work on that piece ever again. Ever again. Like, never. That is so sad. Do you not think? Is it working? Am I selling it? Yes, because once it's done, it's done. It's over. And you can't work on it again. So if I love a piece, I would like to work on it for a long, long time. For eternity, because I enjoy it. There. Oh, Lona's making mum cookies. That's very nice. Very nice. These needles don't like me for some reason. Find another one. Alandra says, I resign myself to saying at least 6 years when people ask how long it will take. I've got a Hey 2026 style to think about and some patterns for my lab space. Sciencey patterns for my lab space. They're patterns for science, like science themed patterns. You have a lab? The mystery deepens. The mystery deepens. Yes. Now we're talking about a secret lab in the basement. Callan says not selling it. Oh, I tried, didn't I? Laura says, I'm doing hate sales, so I want to finish. Yeah, but all that pressure, you know? And who knows? You might be adding another 10 whips 2026. And on top of that, you have to stitch. Well, if you know, all your whips, current whips, and then you have the saw as well. There you go. And Sharon, we have a new joiner here. Let's have a look. Oh, we have a newcomer here in the chat. Just found the channel. Sharon, well done. This channel is like a shooting star. Maybe sometimes you spot it and you catch it. Otherwise, you know, the next time might take a while to come by. Well done. Lona says, sure, you can stitch it twice if you like. Technically, Lona, but we know no aliens. Even aliens wouldn't do that, right? So we just move on to other pieces and forget about this one. Maybe you can hang it on a wall and occasionally, you know, have a little look. But otherwise, it's kind of out of your life, isn't it? And that is so sad, Lona. Hold on to what you've got. Stitch it for decades if you can. I will. Gay says, I started and finished 5 projects, and my favorite one is a series of Jane Austen book covers. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yes. Oh, well. Fair enough. And do you frame them as well, finished pieces? And Laura as well. I don't imagine that you frame every single one of them. So do they just go into your drawers and occasionally pick them up and have a look? That's what I'm talking about. You can't stitch them anymore, so they just get buried in your drawers, right? So do not finish your webs, okay? Keep it going, keep it going. And slow down, you know, if you're stitching too fast, just come and watch Yogi. I'll show you how to stitch slowly. And if you think you're slow enough, think again. You can be slower, okay? Claudia says, this is why you should start with a mini version. If you really like it, you can move on to regular, the max colors, and supersize color. Oh, so you mean the same pattern? So, so you start with mini, and then regular, and max colors, and supersize. Yes, so you can stitch the same piece 5 times, because supersize, are they automatically max color? Or a regular color as well, I don't know, but at least 4 times. But you know, that's what I did, well, not really, with my little cake shop from Amy Stewart. I started off the chart with mini, and I love it so much. Within probably half a page, I decided to move up to regular size. So I did not finish the mini, not mini, sorry, quick stitch. And I did not finish it, obviously, but I decided to upgrade to a larger size. Elandria says, I work in a lab. I prepare biology, physics, and chemistry experiments for GCSE. Oh, I see, an A-level. In Harris Foundation School. I've got all manner of goodies in there. Oh, my biology is terrible. My science, anything to do with data, I'm just not good. I'm good with understanding things in a kind of macro level. You know, maybe philosophy, I'll probably do a little bit better, but anything that's data-based, I'm terrible because I don't remember anything. I can barely remember my name. Some days I don't. So anything that's mathematical or, you know, data-based, I don't do that well. All right. There are 4 more stitches of this color. I need to find them. Laura says, I think of them as exes, have fun with them, and now I move. Well, yeah. All right then. And do you call them sometimes? Are you still friends? Or, you know, some people can be friends with exes. And no straining orders, you know, that kind of stuff. So Laura's got a lot of exes. Here we go. And Sharon says, trying to join a Facebook group so I can post while I'm working on. Yes, let me have a quick look. If you have tried, majority of the people should be able to join automatically, because I set a couple of criteria there, but majority of the time, let me refresh and see if you're in. I think you are, if you have joined. And Sharon, oh, there's one piece from Gay as well. Let me just refresh again and see maybe we can bring on the screen again. So I see one piece from Gay. And Sharon, I think you're in. I don't see anything that's outstanding there. And I'll give you a few moments. There's one piece from Renelle, just posted. Let me have a look. Is that you? If not, I'll give you a few moments to post. And then we can have a quick look. Again, why not? You have just joined the group, just found the channel. We want to have a look at what Sharon is working on. Lona says, I stitched a hammer twice. My grandma begged for it. I couldn't tell her. I couldn't tell her no. Lona says, I frame all my finished pieces. Wow. But if you finish a lot, they're all large pieces, you need a wall space for it though. It's not always easy. Smaller pieces maybe. But if you stitch something like supersize, heaven and earth, it'd be a little bit challenging, wouldn't it? 1, 2. Where are we? Here. There. Two over there. I think these ones should be okay. Two over there. Lola says, I go straight for max color and some supersized max color. No, I'm done with that. I can let go and move on. Oh, Barbara says, because I stitch both large and small pieces, I make a lot of seasonal pillows and small frame things. Can you imagine supersized hay pillow? Yes, I can. More like a duvet, right? Wow, I think it's quite nice if you can turn it into something that you can kind of, be part of your environment, not just hang on the wall. Obviously, if it's a really large piece, it's more challenging. But if you can turn it into something functional, like a book cover or pillow covers, blankets, whatever it is, I think it would be quite nice because it continues to be part of your life. Otherwise, it's hidden in a drawer. And nowadays, people probably don't even take them out because they have photos. They just look at the photos. And this one as well. Let me see, I think there's one stitch outstanding. Where is it? I don't know. I can't see it. Oh, yes. I got it. I found it. Just one more stitch. So all the way up here. Just one stitch. Whoops. Ring says, can't imagine framing my supersized max color hate is on 18 count. Cost alone will kill me. Yes, first of all, we need to find the frame that's large enough. And then a wall space that's big enough. So, yes, supersized 18 counts. Oh dear. It's the size of a wall, basically. Maybe you can turn it into a rug, you know, or some sort of quilted piece. Turn it into a blanket. All right. Okay, found it. Found it. Lovely. Let me take a sip of my water. Oh, Laura is stitching long dogs. Yes, I think I've seen quite a few pieces, and it's very popular in this group as well. But it's just that it's a single color. I'm sure there are multiple color ones as well, but I just know my mind will probably just go numb after a while. I don't know. I just need color changes. Callum says, I have a massive piece for planned. I want to turn it into quilt. I think it would be fun. Yes, because quilting, you do need to sew and stitch into the piece, isn't it? That's a bit scary because, you know, you can't really reverse that, can you? And Sharon, let me know whether you have uploaded it. Let me have a quick look. And let me know yours Facebook name as well, so I know which one is yours. If you'd like to share your whip. Let me just load it quickly. Oh, we've got a few more pieces. Why don't we have another quick look of our Facebook group? It would be nice to, you know, look at what... Oh, no. I nearly quit the stream. that's not a good thing to do. Not a good thing to do. So let's have a look. This one is from Susan Barnes. Oh, another one. Yeah, Susan has a beautiful start as well, bottom left. Same as Landria. And so beautiful. The bottom left start is so colorful. That's really beautiful, Susan Barnes. Very, very pretty. I need to work on my focus on the traveling library a little bit more. I like to, you know, get it to move forward a little bit more. And let's have another look here. And we've got gaze piece as well. Wow, air stitching coming up. This is the book cover, is it? Wow. Yes, air stitching, guys. That's very beautiful, Gay. And I suppose it's probably about book size, book cover size. And oh, Sharon's finally found it. So our new joiner in the chat, that is very pretty. And this is what Sharon's working on tonight. Today, rather. I don't know if it's a day or night. And so it's cross stitching as well. Yes, mostly cross stitching, some back stitching for the letters. That's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Thank you for sharing, Sharon. And let's have a look. If there's any more, we can have a look here. And this is another piece by Gay. Story Keep. Which piece is it though? Paris. Yes, I can't tell which one this is. Story Keep. Life is an open book. Paris. Okay. That's nice. So Story Keep is normally quite long, isn't it? Rectangular. Quite long. It's very nice, Gay. And we also have another one from Natty. Traveling Library. Where is this area? I'm trying to figure out. Is it center start? I can't figure it out. It's not bottom left. I don't think it is. Is it center start? 32 counts. 1/1. Yes, I tried that, didn't I? With the panda. Didn't work out. But yes, Natalie is stitching full cross. 32 counts. Very brave. Very brave. And Renelle as well. Who's Renelle? What if you're in the chat, Renelle, what is your internet handle? See if I can link up the name as well. Okay, say sorry I haven't been posting. This is what I'm working on. Beautiful patterns. It's Cropped Cat. Let's have a look. Oh, interesting. I think it's let me guess, 18 counts. Just guessing. Maybe 18 counts. That's very nice. Oh, so this is from Artisy. Okay. Renelle. That's very unique. Blue patch meadows. Lovely. They do have some interesting patterns, don't they, Artisy? And this is a different web, I'm guessing. Very pretty. So this is the other. Oh, that looks a little bit Amy Stewart. No, it's not. It's Pain Free Craft. Another kitty. I'm thinking that maybe some 310 happening there. But very cute. Very cute. Thank you everyone for sharing. Let me just scroll down, just make sure that we've seen everything. Good. Ah, so inspiring looking at people's work and knowing, you know, there's some stitch count, well, not stitch count, some, you know, fabric versus stitches. For instance, the 32 count, full cross definitely wasn't working for me, but it's working for Natty. So nothing's absolute. Nothing's absolute. I think different stitches just approach it differently. That's really nice. Oh, center start, Natty. I see. Yes. I think traveling library, it really depends on which part of the pattern you start. They look totally different. The bottom left start versus center start versus where I start from center top. And also quite a lot of upper left start as well. So, you know. And Susan Bond is here, of course. We just saw your web. Says, hi, Yogi, everyone. Just posted my progress on traveling libraries. Beautiful, Susan. Yes. It's so neat, though. Yes. I think there's something about stitching kind of in order that you kind of complete the space behind you. There's something nice, so nice about that, because you can see, you know, what's happening on the pattern there. But I also quite like the mystery of building up sort of floating stitches, and then eventually, suddenly, you know, the image is in front of your eyes. There's so many different ways to approach it. Alien Latin. I know. Marianne Williams says, just posted my ancient Egypt. Oh, we can have a quick look. I've got it set up here. There'll be no trouble here. Why not? Marianne has posted a piece as well. Let me just do a little refresh here. What is this, Wendy? Is it yesterday we were talking about true crime? Okay, are we talking about some sort of weapon of choice right here, Wendy? I have no idea what this is. We'll come back. We'll come back and have a look. But let's go to, oh my goodness, Marianne, that's so pretty. Wow. Yes, I was just talking about, you know, those writings and graph that you see on sort of Egyptian tombs when we're looking at Captain Squirrel's piece. And lo and behold, we have an Egyptian themed piece. That is so intricate. Oh goodness. Is it a large project? I sense it's probably not small. And Karen Sutherland has joined us as well. Good to see you. Back from food shopping. Oh, yes. Time for some snackies, maybe, Karen? And Karen says, I'd be so torn with traveling library because naturally I want a top left start, but I want to do the fox. So the bottom left. If I finish the fox, I may get bored. You know, Karen, I don't know whether you saw it. So thank you, Marianne. That is so beautiful. So thank you for sharing there. And Callan, I don't know whether you saw Lynn Burgess. She's on our group as well. She posted a fox, not quite a fox start. I think she started from the center left, if you know what, middle left, and then work her way to the fox, and it's not too far away, but still quite fair bit of stitching, and she's finished the fox. It's beautiful. If you want to get to fox first, maybe reference her starting point there, because you don't want to, you know, try to count your way to the fox. It's too risky. You want to start from the edge, don't you? So the middle left might be a good starting point if you want to get to the fox start a bit sooner. Whereas for me to get to the fox is going to be a little while. Currently, I'm working on my bumblebee, okay? Very happy with my bumblebee. Yes, the fox is so beautiful, and it's regular, not regular, the regular size. I don't think there's a max size yet, a super size yet, but a max colors. So that's the one I've got. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's quite reassuring, just knowing how much detail it captures with the max colors. It's really beautiful. Oh, Alandria, don't give Callan ideas. Alandria says maybe only do the fox and turn into his own design. Do not crop design. Don't do that. No. The artists are crying. They're weeping now. Yes. I think there's something about, you know, completing what the artists intend the piece to be. I think anyway. 3363. 3363. So I have a mini design, but I haven't got any cropped designs. 3363. 3363. I've got 36 stitches for this color. Let me have a look. Let me look at the time. So it's 2 a.m. UK time here. AM, okay? Not PM, AM. And so I might make this color my final color. But having said that, I've got 36 stitches for this color alone. So let's see how far I can go with it. I'll do my best. And I'll do a few stitches and we'll give you a heads up when we're ready for Guess My Stitches, okay? And Sharon, for instance, if you're new to our channel, we play a game at the end. I hope you're still in the chat and come and join us with our game at the end of every stream, okay? We play a game called Guess My Stitches, and it's literally just for you to come forward and guess how many stitches I made from the beginning of the session. And maybe Sharon says, well, I have no idea because I wasn't here in the beginning. Well, there's no problem because ultimately it's a guess, okay? So do not worry. The bar is very low and we're not looking for the precise number. Occasionally we have sort of spot on numbers. But ultimately, we're just finding the closest number. Like yesterday, the closest number was like 20 stitches away. That happens too. But it's for fun, okay? So I'll give you a cue, guys, when we're ready to play the game. So I still have a few stitches to go with this one. I'll see how far I can go with this one. So this color alone, I've got 35 stitches. Every stitch counts, okay? So start counting. Start counting. Here we go. 1, 2. One, two, three. Callan, go for it. It's a beautiful project. And also the fox is beautiful, but wherever you turn, this project, this pattern just full of just beautiful things. Hidden gems everywhere. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So lovely. I can't believe it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't even feel tired. Let me see. Maybe I should move down or maybe to the left. Well, the thing is though, we're still at the end of 2025 and we don't know. Oh, didn't someone say that there's going to be a sale, maybe Black Friday sale from Heaven and Earth? And the thing is, we don't know what else they're going to drop by the end of the year and next year as well. So, you know, we could be surprised. Maybe there will be patterns that we just must do. So we're aiming for a New Year's start, don't we? We are probably going to do one of the Amy Stewart pieces, unless something else drops before that, and we just have to do. Who knows? That could happen. Christmas surprise. It looks a little bit funky. I think I'm doing pretty good today. With minimum to max, you know, as your stitch count starts to increase, it just gets easier and easier. And when you get to the final couple of colors, literally, you don't really refer to the pattern as much. Particularly the final color, you're flying. And it's good fun. You're just filling in all the stitches that's still undone. And so it's kind of fast. Let me undo that one. Olona says they added Chirimaketi Garden Gate. When did it come out? Is that the one that's got a doggy? Kind of on a bench. That one came out a little while ago. Or is it a new one? Yeah, Chirimaketi is quite dangerous as well because, you know, he could drop something. That is just so pretty. And I still have the sleep time, you know. Susan Barnes. Yes. You know, the deal is still on. We're going to start that piece together. And I know at least one other stitcher. They're joining us with the super size as well. And I'm really looking forward to it. I need to work out what fabric count I want to do it on. I really need to kind of think about that. Because the super size, so the fabric is going to be slightly on the large side. And I need to think about what fabric count would be good to do. And those are a challenge as well, you know, because quite a lot of fabric counts, I've got so many projects already. I need to think about what would be a fresh challenge. Susan Barnes says, I'm definitely starting supersize sleep time. Max colors for New Year's Star. So this is your New Year's Star, Susan. And are you considering Amy Stewart start as well? Because I think a lot of people in this group want to start Amy's pieces as a New Year's start. But definitely, I'm starting that one with you, Susan. It doesn't have to be New Year, right? It could be somewhere in January, February. If we're going to start one, why not start two? Who knows? I don't mind that. But sleep time, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. So beautiful. I probably love it more than the Amy Stewart companion pieces. Even though I like those as well. Ring says, hey Sal, and supersized max color festive feline by Lisa Parker on my New Year starts. Hey Sal, and Super Size Max. What is that ring? What's Super Size Max Color Festival? Festive Feline. Is it the name of a piece, or is it some sort of actual festival? Involves feline. I have no idea. So is it the name of the pattern? All right then, guys, I have 13 more to do, okay? So keep that in mind. And this is going to my final few stitches. So I'll try to complete all 13. How's that? There'll be a beautiful, nice completion for this color. And you can put your head together and think about how many stitches has Yogi done today. Today's all over the place. So it's not easy. And yesterday you probably thought it was easy because I was doing block by block, but not, you know, it's never that straightforward. Never that straightforward. So I've got 11 stitches to go. Ring says it's a black cat with a Christmas tree and present. Oh, so it's a Christmas piece. Susan says, no Amy Stewart start for me. And remind me, Susan, what fabric count are you doing the sleep time on? And Susan says, I'm doing the Heaven and Earth Design Sale as well. The TSCC Fox Christmas Sale. I have no idea what that is. Yes. And I've got 9 stitches more to go, guys. So and for those of you who are new to the channel, okay, if you're lurking for a little while, maybe you know you've seen us play the game together. Now is a good time for you to join in, okay? Because you could be the winner today. Who knows? Every day we have a new winner. And some of them are so cunning. They have won multiple times. But today could be your chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 count. Okay. So quite a large fabric you managed to get. So if you've been lurking and never played this game with us before, come forward, okay? All you do is you put in a number. That's it. That's really it. And if you win, you receive the praises and respect from the group, okay? It's tremendous. And you also get to enjoy the buffet. I know some of you probably have had a feast yesterday, but there's always room for our emoji feast, okay? So now you can come forward and offer your number today. And we'll find out who is going to be our winner for this beautiful Friday evening in the UK. And wherever you are, right, this is my last stitch here, okay? There you go, very nice. 3, 3, 6, 3, strong finish. 3, 3, 6, 3, and let me pop it back. All right. And as you're coming forward with for your numbers. I'll give you a quick summary of what's happened on my fabric today. All right, so let me turn this, and I'm going to bring on our super duper SpaceX technology Guess My Stitches machine. Boom, on this Friday night, there you go, and nothing escapes our Guess My Stitches machine. It captures every single number you come for. You're offered today. Here we go. So today, this is what's happening on my fabric here. So I'm stitching page 3 from the center of this piece, and so this is the page 3 area, and I'm working on completing the final part of this page, following the page borders here. And from this point on, once I finish the 3rd page, I will come up with a new plan on how to finish the remaining part of this pattern, because now I can do whatever I want. Now I have the digital pattern, okay, on my saga here, so I don't need to confine myself to the page borders. So I'm very happy, but I really enjoy it. Today I follow the minimum to maximum method, and using saga to guide me. And now I've got a few colors to go, but currently the next color I'm going to have 37 stitches, so I'm around that mark, okay? And let me mark the final 2 stitches. Very nice here. Okay, so this is what's happening. 14 counts, 2/1 full cross. All right, just in case you missed the beginning of the stream here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at the numbers actually, and you can still come forward until I reveal the number, okay? So come forward and just pull in the number and join us. Start from the top. Susan Barnes, 20, so not 20 pounds, no, that's something else. Pink Penguin, well done, alert herself or himself, 127, and Ring 319, Captain Squirrel 169, Marianne 387, very nice, Susan Barnes 200, and Janine 188, Candice 198, and Clara 169. Massive stitching. Karen S says, no idea you started today, so 2A7. It doesn't matter, it's a wild guess, you know, you should know by now, Karen. And Laura 210, Windy 176, and Love Drunk 245, and Gay 228, Rajal 189, and Diana Smith 222, Diana MH 394, Alandria 207, and Monique 358, Callan 159, Lona 178, and MM alert herself 225. Well done. It's good to know that you're here, you know, occasionally alert and say hello to Yogi. Well done, everyone. So are you ready? Let me bring on the app. That does not lie, okay, ever. And let me remove this box here. Just give me a quick look on where I am on the fabric here, all right? So not too bad, not too bad. So are you ready, guys? I'm going to count down to 3, 2. Who is going to be our winner on this beautiful not Saturday, technically Saturday, Friday night? 1. Boom. 150, yay! Total number of stitches I have completed today, yes. Maybe you think just like I did, I thought maybe 200, you know, but 150, I'm just as happy. And so thank you, everyone. And let's have a look. Who is our winner today? I see Callan. Callan's very close, right? Anyone closer? 150 exact. a beautiful, beautiful rundown number here. 150. Yes, I think Callan might be our winner today. What do you think? Is it Callan? Yes, Callan. Victory for Callan. Yes, Callan, come and join me. And, round of applause and crowns and maybe Dolly for Callan as well. And bring on the buffet. Yes, that's what we're here for. And respect for Callan, buffet for all of us. Yes, Monique. Monique is... Yes, Monique's keyboard is going rogue. Yes, wonderful. And round of applause and some Dolly as well and chocolate as well. Very, very generous, Raja. And yes, buffet coming up from Laura. And so Callan, enjoy the buffet with us and well done. And so 22 past 2 a.m. guys. in a small village called London. Yogi is going to sign out. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. And remember, tomorrow is our Amy Stewart Sow Day. All right. So I know you've been working on Amy Stewart every day, but hey, come forward. Let's work on Amy's projects together and enjoy our Sow together. So until then, 99 for Yogi, and give us some Dolly and 99 love for particularly the guys in the UK and Europe as well, and send us to bed. And wherever you are, enjoy the rest of your day or night. 99. Bye bye guys. Until tomorrow. Have fun. Bye.